Hey YouTube, my name is Katie and it's nice to meet you. This is my very first YouTube video. I literally said, I'm going to do it. I've been thinking about doing this for years. And so today is just an everyday makeup look that, I don't know, I think everybody can do. I did it in about 20 minutes talking to myself. So you could probably get away with doing it in 10 or 15. And with that, let's get on into the look. I've only got 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and skip to foundation because I don't got time for primer. Also, just having family time today, so I'm not trying to, make this 10-minute glam. This is 10-minute, make it look like you're trying makeup. So, here we go. Alright, so I'm using the MAC Next to Nothing Face Color, which is honestly a pretty good description because there's not a whole lot to it. It's a pretty sheer foundation. I like it. I mean, that's why I bought it, because it's summertime and, I'm trying to show off my skin a little bit more. Here we go. I'm just going in with a little MAC Studio Fix to cover up any of my period blemishes, like this monster. Does anybody else get those? Because I do. I've got oily skin, by the way, so anytime I make a recommendation, keep that in mind. This Next to Nothing foundation, I've worn it a few times, speaking of oily skin, and I wore it to my niece's t-ball game, and it was hot as hell. I mean, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's probably 85, 86, something like that outside, and this stuff definitely is it's supposed to give you a dewy, glowy look, and if you have oily skin, then you already have that down. And this stuff definitely got oily looking, but I was able to kind of pat it off with some blotting sheets and apply the powder again, and I thought it looked really good. So, to each your own. If you hate the look of dewiness, if you're, I know a lot of girls who don't, there we go, it's a little better, who don't conceal their under eyes, just because they never have, and they're like, no, I don't really wear a lot of makeup. But girl, if you've never concealed your under eyes, you need it. I mean, even if you're 20, just the color correction, and then that little bit of pop of a lighter color just makes you look so much more awake. I don't know. I mean, just try it out if you've never done it. But try just your under eyes, and I think you'll really see a difference. All right. Like I said, this is 10-minute makeup, so I'm not doing a super classy job on this makeup. Pretty sure people will eat me alive. That's not how you're supposed to do it. This is just my same brush that I used to buff in my foundation. I use it to buff in my concealer. I love using the same brush because you get to pick up all that color, and it just kind of super easily blends everything in. Also, who has time to clean 20 brushes a week? Not me. So, okay, concealed. Right. So now I'm going to quickly pop on a little bit of eye color. I'm using a MAC paint pot in Indian Wood. I never really see anybody use this color on YouTube, but it's really pretty. It's one of their shimmery paint pots. And, ooh, I mean, it's just the best color to I'm just kind of patting it in my eye. I'm not really rubbing it. You don't want to rub that skin. It's delicate, girl. You don't want to rub that. But I'm just patting it in, and look how easily it just blends in with your finger. So, especially for me, if I'm getting ready early in the morning, I'm not a morning person. Blending something with my finger is about as hard as I'm willing to work. First time I tried a paint pot, it was when a girl at MAC accidentally had me purchase it. It was one of those times, you know, they do your makeup for you, and I was like, no, girl, I don't need that base, because I was thinking, man, it's expensive, you know, I just want the MAC eyeshadows, because I feel like that's what everyone buys when they first start at MAC, that or a lipstick. And I got home and realized, oh, shit, I accidentally bought something I didn't want, but it was, you know, a happy surprise. Thank you, MAC consultant, way back in the day. They kind of like made me buy that paint pot. She knew I needed it. A lot of people use these paint pots as like a eyeshadow primer. For me, I still crease throughout the day with one of those paint pots, but if you put an eyeshadow on top of your paint pot, like if I put this Indian wood on and then, you know, pop on a darker shade in the crease and like a lighter shade, the powder really helps to set it, and it'll last me all day. With this, it'll probably start to crease on me about halfway through. But the thing I like about it is you can just kind of, you know, you can kind of pat it back in place, and it's really nice. It does a pretty good job. All right, I'm just doing my eyebrows now. I didn't even tell you guys. I'm just using the Anastasia Dip Brow. And I'm not going to explain to you guys how I'm doing this because everyone and their mom has made a YouTube video about how to put on this dip brow. Less is more. It's like step number 1 if you've never used it. Okay, so I've got one eyebrow down. Another thing, ladies, if you don't do your eyebrows, look at this. This. And this. You know, like, I'm just saying. It's scary. I think it was kind of scary the first time you do your eyebrows because for a lot of girls, I don't know, you know, it's more like what you're used to seeing. I feel like a lot of girls, the first time they do their eyebrows, or I've had a couple friends that I'll do their eyebrows for them, and the look on their face is just like, oh my God, what did you do to me? You know, like in their head, they have this like Sharpie, Chola, big ass eyebrow. But in reality, it's not nearly as bold. Not when I do it, at least. I mean, you can go overboard in the eyebrow real quick if you've never done one. And I think girls that don't do their eyebrows, you know, there's 2 fields. They've either done their eyebrows and they went way overboard and did the Chola eyebrow by mistake, and they said, "Ooh, never again, girl." You know, like it's just too much. Or, you know, they're in the second group of girls that have never even thought of putting makeup on their eyebrows. They're the girls who put makeup like full face, everything else, no eyebrows, just bald. And that was me for a long time. Talking too much. By the way, I recommend you spend more time with this dip brow than I'm doing today, but like I said, I am on a time crunch. My boyfriend is in the shower right now. We have 2 bathrooms in our townhome, and his is right there, right next door, so I can hear the water running, so I know I've still got some time. I got the Next to Nothing pressed powder along with the foundation when I got it. You don't really need this, okay? So if you go to MAC and they're like, oh girl, you need to get this powder, it matches. No, you don't. Like, you don't need to spend all that money. I got it because I really like the finish that it gave. It doesn't make your skin completely matte. It leaves just like the hint of like it's not a glow. It's like it's just a really subtle, like, luminous thing going on. Like, I don't know. Yeah, just like, it's just natural. Like, that's just your skin. All right. So now I'm going to set my under eyes. If you get creasy in your under eyes, if that's another thing, if you're like, I don't wear under eye concealer because it creases, you probably just aren't setting it very well or right, you know, for your skin type. If you crease, one good tip is like the minute you put your concealer on, don't wait to set it like I just did. Set it like immediately. That helps me. Because sometimes everybody gets creasy. So now, eyeliner. Eyeliner is really important, for me at least. Like, eyeliner is my jam. Changes the look up. So, how am I going to do my eyeliner? I'm going to use this little bit of mirror. I'm going to look down in it. And maybe you guys can watch me put this on. I just do a really simple cat eye. Look up from the corner. I follow the same line as the bottom of my eyelid. Pull in. And like I said, I'm hanging out with family today. So I'm not trying to get this like big old dramatic wing, you know. I could make that a lot bigger. Ooh. But yeah. I'm on a time crunch. It's a Sunday. My family knows I'm fabulous. I don't need to remind them with a big wing. Alright. Alright. They're pretty close. Hey, yeah. This thing's pretty, they match pretty well today. Alright. Eyeliner done. A new mascara. I love it. But the formula itself of this mascara, I think, is also really, really nice. I think it builds up really nicely. And I think it delivers what it says it is. It says Lash Blast Volume. And I think that's exactly what it does. It gives you volume. Here we go. Could do my bottom lashes. I like this mascara because the wand, I think, is small enough for my bottom lashes too. It's not ideal, you know. It's not like a Clinique, whatever that Clinique bottom lash. That stuff is amazing. Okay, I'm going to use the oldest Too Faced bronzer you've ever seen. It's a sample. I got it at like Christmas at Sephora. It's one of those like $10 things, which is a steal. This is a really good contour or bronzing color. It's like the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. And as you can tell, I hit pan a long time ago. I don't know how many super dark shades they have, honestly. But a lot of makeup brands have that issue. They just like stop. They stop at the, I don't know. They just don't cater to darker skin tones, which sucks. Because I know some girls, you know, they're just like have a really, really deep dark skin tone. Some black girls that are just like beautiful skin. And man, like, I don't know, as much as I love makeup, I just couldn't imagine not being able to walk in a store and, you know, get a bronzer. For them to just be like, sorry, like, we don't have anything for your color. Like, what? Come on, guys. I also, so this is just a personal thing. My neck is always a little bit lighter than the rest of my body. If you can see, like, my neck color and my arm are completely different. So I like to just get a little bit on, like, a big fluffy brush. And just kind of work it into my neck so that I don't get, like, a line. You can't really pick it up here. I'm getting, like, a shadow, but it's always a good idea. Take an extra 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. See, I look much better already. Look at that. I got a cheekbone. I got 2. Okay. Woo. All right. Okay, and this is one of my favorite cream blushes, which is also really nice for summer because it makes your skin, you know, keeps up with the dewy thing that we got going on. This is a MAC Cream Blend Blush in Lady Blush. I don't know if they make this anymore because, I mean, I bought this thing probably 2 years ago and I still have not hit the bottom of it. I mean, I don't use the same blush every day, so that helps, but literally, like, I kind of coat my fingertip in it. You can see that at all. Maybe. And that's all you need for one cheek. So a little goes a long way with their cream blushes. And they've got some really pretty new colors out. You know, so it's not like you need this exact one. But for me, you know, I just sat down with the girl, tried a couple colors on. Because for me, makeup is just like clothes. Like, I got to try that stuff on. I don't know if it's going to work otherwise. I like to buy stuff online, but at least half the time I end up taking it back. So I'm going to do the same thing to my other cheek. Like, when I do that, you know, like, makeup's got to fit you. Just like clothes. You got to try that stuff on. That's why I really like high-end stuff, because, like, the higher end, you know, like Sephora, which is honestly, like, there's a lot of affordable stuff there. Even, like, the Sephora brand. You can go in there and, like, try it on before you spend your money. Drugstore stuff is awesome, but it's really the only downside. But, ooh, I love this. Okay, I also apply my blush kind of higher up. I don't apply, like, down here on the apple, because for my face shape, it's just not super flattering. I like to apply it a little, like, if you use a 2-finger rule, like, Right here, I apply no blush. This is where I start. Just to the left or right, or I can't tell with the camera. I apply my blush right here, basically, you know? Put my 2 fingers down, and then I do my blush. And it's just, like, really flattering. I don't know if you can really pick it up even on camera. Maybe I'm a little farther away. But it's just subtle and pretty and, you know, every day. Okay, last but not least, highlighter. Ooh, girl. I think everybody and their mom uses highlighter now. So, which is awesome because it's just an easy way to kind of, this is a really easy way to look like you're trying. Okay. So when I apply my highlighter, I don't go crazy. I don't go like all the way down. And that is because I have oily skin and big old pores all throughout here. And if you apply anything shiny, so I'm basically going to stop like maybe here. If you apply shiny things to pores, it just highlights how big they are. Like you can see every little crevice. And that is literally exactly what I do not want. Anyways, so, yeah, that's pretty much it. Ooh, last thing. Setting my makeup. Any finishing spray is really nice. You could even do like a Max Fix Plus if you're just trying to make it dewy. Like if you have a drier skin, that kind of just takes away any powderiness you might have and makes you look really fresh and done. For me, that is not a setting powder. Like if you have oily skin, that will not make your makeup last any longer. So I like to use like a matte finish spray. This is one I got from NYX, and it's okay. It's nice though. It's good if you're on a budget. If you are really looking for something to extend your makeup out though, and like make it last like all day at work, you know, and say you have oily skin like me, I really, really highly recommend the hold on, the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Oh, that's awesome. Or anything that's like a wedding makeup spray that says that's on point. I don't know why they say it's for a wedding. Like, I want my makeup to last every day. Also my wedding, but you know. If you like this, please leave a comment below. I really want to talk to you guys. Like, I love makeup, and I'm making this video because I want to talk to other people that like makeup. So yeah, leave me a comment below. Subscribe. Please subscribe. I literally have 1 subscriber, and it is my boyfriend because I made him. So subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your family. You know, hey, I want to make more videos and interact with you guys. So I hope you're having a great Sunday, and I will see you guys later. Bye.